Hello everyone. So I'm gonna continue with this live streaming I did yesterday. So I've add new feature to the library. So one of them I put all of this first in the README so we can check. And what I've done, it's a lot of hey Kennedy, thank you. How are you today? So yes, can be a good idea with a state manager or just plain React. So what I've done yesterday before I go sleep, I've add other feature like this kind of style text function like uppercase, lowercase, capitalize each. So what happened now? It's by using this. If we look inside the test, now I can create example this text where I say capitalize each on my text. Just doing this. By doing this, now my text on my stuff here. I know the design is bad, but you see the point. Here you get all capitalized for each. Also, I've added this 1000. So now if I have a number who have bigger, it's bigger than 1000, I put. Ooh, it looks like it don't work anymore. Was working. What I've done wrong. So if I go to my text and I go to my 1000, I think I just forget to, yeah. So I just forget to get it. So I have 1000. So did I put it there? No. So 1000. It's gonna be a boolean. I don't know why I forget to this. My 1000 now can be destructuring from here, and now I can just pass. I forget a comma. I can just pass here right inside my text manipulation right there. So I forget my inside my text manipulation this 1000. So with Yalk yesterday, I found something, and the something is this. It's inside my library now. So inside this one. If you use Yalk and you want to test your library and you want to get the new change, what I can do is I can just yarn build and Yalk publish. So you're gonna see that's gonna re-update my my code. So here I'm building the library, and you see now it works. So I made a mistake. So as you can see now, with this text, you just put 1000, you get that for free. We have put the bold yesterday, the background color, the margin button, the center, all the padding, everything. Also, something I've added yesterday is this thing here with the box. So what I've done, it's now you can say example your box. I can say example, I'm gonna show you, yeah, I can do this with this element. So I'm gonna remove the width on both. So as you can see, both is gonna be pretty small. If I do this, as you can see, we have inside that a blue and a green, but we have nothing. But what we can say now, it's we can put row, and I can say 1 1, and bj, I'll put that my box, my green, and now here we can just say 1 and 1. Where I am right now, blue, green. So I have my blue, so here I have my rows, here I have my reds. Okay, I'm gonna change this. So we have this one. Okay, I want my rows. I know why, because this element here I have nothing. Okay, so if I put the box with, I don't know, like a text, we say hello. And now here I put another box, and I say inside the text, well, should be good now. And I don't want this flex because this is what I test. So what happened is my eye. So here red. So my width, if I put my width at 100%, okay, yeah, that's the thing. I know why. I made a mistake. We forget to put rows, direction row. So if we put direction row like that, now that work. You see? Now they get both the 1 and 1. So they get for free the flex 1 and 1. So if you have many elements, they're gonna do this. If you put no element like that, they're gonna still do this. By default, I do this. But example, if I want my first one, who's gonna be the blue, to be 2 times bigger than the one on the right, I can just say 2, and it don't work. So right now, I think I break something. So I'm gonna go to my box, and that's why we are there. It's for fixing this kind of issue. So here we have the rows. Okay, so this rows, I pass it to my box rows util. So my box row util get the rows here, and okay, so I broke something yesterday again. Left side of comments operator is in use. Okay, sorry, it's gonna be like that. But my map here gonna here I have the I for the index and I here. So now it should work. So I make a mistake again. That's why we're gonna need to add some testing. So if I push, that's gonna fix now. You see now it worked. So now I say I want my first element to be 2 times bigger than the one in the right. That do this. You want it to be 3 times. You can do this. You want it to be equal. You can just do that. So both receive the flex. So if you see here my logic, what I do is here I check if you give me the props rows. So that's gonna be need to be an array. So I check here, there, and after that, what I do is this new child is gonna be finally just a map over each of the children, and I'm gonna just make sure then your child it's a box because you don't put flex on the text. But and if this is a box, now what I can just do it's clone the element. So I'm gonna create the element with is already props, and I pass a new props who's gonna be equal to the rows I. So the I is the index, so that's gonna be the index. Example here 1 and 1, or I put 1. So that's why you get this size. So example, if I just put 3, this one get 3 times bigger than the one because the other one get 1 also. So you see, so you can just change it this way now. So it's just a little thing I fix. Oh no, I think because of I think I'm gonna republish. I published this I think this morning to npm, and I'm gonna just fix this issue. So inside here I've changed that. I've put 1000. This is all we write 1000. Sorry, my bad English. So yeah, that's 1000. Yeah, like that. So we have the rows. Perfect. And we have the manipulation here. I've just put that. Perfect. So this one I can say a fix issue with rows and 1000. I'm gonna push this together. And what I'm gonna do is now push this to npm. So I'm gonna do yarn build. And now I can say npm publish. So I'm gonna publish back this fix. So for now, for those who ask, the size it's pretty small. Not a lot of stuff, so like we don't use a lot of library. We just use low dash get. That's it. The rest is just plain React Native. So after that, what I need to test. So now I have all my text. It's working. Yeah, good. My border is working. My color is working. I can say green. Not green. I can say example red, purple. So I put purple. So right there. I think I'm gonna change just the box. So here I'm gonna say black. And I'm gonna say my box finally to be this purple. So what I've done also, it's I've added the theme. And the theme by default, the one I give you now, I've put a lot of the material UI colors. So you see you can choose whatever color you want. So example, if you want to show this with purple dark, you just put this and now you get this purple dark. So the text capitalize is working, so I say hello, I just get the first letter, 1000 it work, uppercase it work. If I say here I'm gonna say lowercase should work, lowercase work. Also here now if I want to center my text, I just put center, that's it. In the middle, here I want my text also, center, that's it. And now here I want that to be size, gonna be size, we're gonna say LG. So LG work, XL work. By default is the base. I can add X small. Yeah, so if we look in the theme, the way now it changed, it's we have small, base, medium, large, X large. By default, it's base, so it's 16. After that, you can choose whatever you want. So you just finally, if you create your library with your designer, when you came here, you just change the base size. As I told you, it's gonna look like a lot like what you can have with Tailwind, with the CSS, but more rely to React Native. So here we have the spacing I've put also yesterday, letter spacing, line height. By default, we use the normal. The font you choose. Hey Dan, how are you? So by default, you choose your font, you change it there. That's gonna work. Here we have the border, so you just put which kind of border. All the space is done, perfect. Well, now you see, just putting center. I just think just here with this justify content align item, we're gonna remove a lot of boilerplate code we always do. For this row, I just think that can be just easier to see. Okay, I have 1-1. I get this idea because of the fact of the grid, CSS grid. It's kind of this you do, and I think it's a really good idea. After that, inside my row here, I have 1-to-1. So you see, it's 1. Take 2 times this size and 1 because I didn't put. So if I see 2 also, now they both take the same place and this one take 1. I just think that can be nice. After that, all the color also, all of them work. I don't have to. The border also you can change. You see here I put the big border. So what I think I want to do, it would be to check an app and maybe like kind of clone an app. Just to clone just the UI really quick, not a big one. I'm gonna look at my phone. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do first before that is because I want to be able to put element like run dead. What I mean by that is the border radius. Right now we don't have any kind of border radius utility. So what I'm gonna do, it's if we look inside the box, one we can add, it's gonna be a bit like what Tinwin do. It's gonna be run dead. Yeah, I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. So what my plan should be, it's inside my team now. What I'm gonna do, it's my box. Here I'm gonna add radius. Again, what we're gonna do here, it's gonna be small radius. I think by default everyone almost go with 6. Yeah, I want a small, can be maybe 10. By default, if you say nothing, that's gonna be base, and I'm gonna say, I don't know, like 14. After that we can say large, that's gonna be 20, and I can say X large, and that's gonna be 20, I don't know, 30, okay? But the thing also I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add a property called run dead. Run dead is gonna be the full size of it, but I cannot do this here. So what I'm gonna do, so here I'm gonna create another util called inside my border called radius. I'm gonna copy paste this one, and what I want as a props is gonna be called radius. And now here the value we can have is gonna be x small, small, base, large, x large, and finally run dead. This is a thing I always do, and we almost always do, everyone, when we work with React Native. It's we want to get circle, okay? So why not create something for that? So radius utils. So that's gonna be the border radius. And the border radius, I think you need a number, if I remember. And now here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say const radius equal get. Here I'm gonna pass my props and check my radius. If radius, so if type of radius equal a string, so this way we make sure that it's not a number or it's not undefined. But now what I'm gonna do, it's radius, if radius, and this is a type string, you do this. And if radius it's a number, I want you to be able to put your radius as a number. So I'm gonna say here number. So here I'm gonna just say you can also pass any number. So for the radius here, that's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna get first the team radius. So key team radius. Here we get the team, team space. Here I'm gonna do get props. Then I want to get my team, but inside my team I go to radius. I think this is what I done. Team radius, yeah. So if and radius, I do it there. So if this is a number, pretty simple, we say const radius, and I just say team radius. No, I don't even need to do this. I can just say style.border radius equal radius. That's it. If this is a string, what I'm gonna do, it's first thing, if radius match team radius, that radius, so if radius style at border radius equal radius, else if radius, I let if I know, if radius equal run then, now I need to do some logic here. Okay, and they're gonna do something else also. I want, if you put only radius, if you put only radius, then you are gonna give you the base. So if you say type of radius equal boolean, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get base equal get team radius base. If base, I say style at border radius equal base. My plan now is, if you go to your component example, I'm gonna make it full screen. Here, you want just radius, your basic radius, you do this. If you want example, I don't know, like run then now, what I want to do is say something like that. So I want this stuff here to be run dead, so to form a full circle. So what I can do now is, if this is run dead, I'm gonna need to get from my box, I'm gonna need to get the size, like I've done I didn't do, but I can get the size from here. Well, I'm gonna get the height. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say const radius equal radius util. What I'm gonna pass, it's the team and the radius, and also I can just pass the size here. By doing this, here I'm gonna receive a size. Size gonna be an object. Well, I can have a h, who's gonna be a number. And the thing is, yeah, you need to be a number, and with a number. Here what I can do now, take the width and say if type of h equal a number, and type of w equal a number also. Now yeah, I can do the border radius. And the thing you do, you need a height in the width, and you divide by 2. So you just do style that border radius equal h multiplied by 2, h multiplied by w divided by 2. Take the radius, put that there. Expect 1 argument but get 2. Expect 1 argument but get 2. It's not the good one. Okay. Oh yeah, I can just put it there. And I'm gonna just size equal size. Argument of property size are incompatible. Type height is gonna be there, so this is what that mean. No. Type height string number. Okay, so here they can be string and number. But what I do here, type, did you mean radius? Cannot find name radius. Okay, so cannot find name radius because in my box I didn't did yet. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna create a type called radius. Export type radius type equal that. I'm gonna change that to be radius type. And now inside my box, I can say I'm gonna have a radius. It's gonna be radius type. And this radius can be used here in the destructuring, and finally I just pass it there. Now never have argument of type theme radius number boolean blah blah blah. Undefined, it's not signal to string. Oh, yeah. They not become as H and W, they become as height and width. And they're gonna be number. Pretty sure. So now this height, width. Like doing this now, my box, okay, perfect. I have no error, so why not test that? So I'm gonna build and republish to my Yalk. So this thing gonna receive it. And for testing that, I'm gonna just put this one there. So, and also one thing, I need to have my node inside my test util to receive the new theming. So node. So if you want to initialize the theme, that's going to be this thing. And now if I go to app and I just example, I want this view. So that's going to be this this box. I want this this one. So with the border, I want that to have a radius. So by default, that's gonna take the base. You see? Let's just take the base just by doing this. After that, if I want a small radius, if I want an x small radius, if I want a large radius, if I want an x large radius, and now if I say run, then nothing happened. And why that? And why that? Yes, Mohammed, that's gonna be the next tutorial. I have someone on my Discord who design e-commerce sketch, and that's gonna be the next application. With payment and everything. So how can I do this rounded thing if you put me a fraction? Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, here I'm gonna not receive size. I'm gonna receive size, but that's gonna be inside my box. Height is gonna be the H, and width is gonna be the W. So just by doing this, I don't think that's gonna change. Okay, now that break. If I put here, example, a box with the width of 50, height of 50, and I want that to be rounded with a background color of red, and I want a margin bottom small. It's not even working. Border radius, border radius, border radius, border radius. Style that border radius equal height and width divided by 2. Oh man, it's not good. It's not height and width, it's oh man, that I'm gonna need to change this ID here. Cannot work this way. You're gonna need to pass me a size because you want to have the same size. Yeah. Yes, that's gonna be with stripe. Oh, I want to type this. If I say a circle and I say 40, can work. So I want a circle of 40. Like that. So this is what I want to do. I'm gonna say that, so the radius I know the way other people, if I see like that, can border radius can be number. So if I say 999, do like we see in CSS. Hey, Aman, how are you? Yeah, I think that can be good. So inside your team, inside the team, when we create that with all the size, I think this is what I'm gonna do. If you go with rundown, so if you go with this base, I'm gonna go with that. But if you say you want rundown, I'm gonna do 999, and that's gonna do this. But the thing is, I would like also to be able to just say circle, because I want that example to say here that's gonna be an avatar. So I'm gonna just say it's a circle. That's it. It's a circle of 40 pixel example. So what I'm gonna do to make it work. So I'm gonna add to my box. I'm good. I'm gonna add to my box a boolean called circle. It's gonna be just a boolean, not a boolean, you need a number. So this circle, so if you pass a circle, I'm gonna pass it right there. So if you pass a circle to my radius util, yes, this is the plan. Next app, I can even show you already the UI. So someone on my desktop, I've created this UI. I'm gonna show you. Its name. It's sorry for the name, Barat and Anamula, and that's gonna be like that. So that's gonna be the next application. So if example, that's gonna be like that. So we're gonna have that with the store. We're gonna have the map with all the elements like that. So you can also see every kind of element. After that, if I remember, you're gonna have your order and everything. You can place your order. So that's gonna be just selling kind of food. And inside that, not quite sure from here. So here you can create your list, example, like kind of shopping list, like you can see on kind of Amazon, like my wish list or whatever. And now here you can just add an item to your list. If we look here, yeah. What do you think of this? Think that's gonna be a good one? Think just doing the UI is gonna be a really good amount of job. Yes, I mean, yes, we're gonna have the backend for that. That's gonna be implemented with Stripe because it's the only one I know how to do payment with that. So Stripe. Um, we're gonna need to create kind of a CMS for the backend. Like yes, it's kind of easy to do like just building the backend stuff and oh my database work and thing like that, but I think it's gonna be really important to maybe even create the web app just to have an admin panel. So you as the admin, you can upload your image from here and put them to be able to sell with your quantity and thing like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be done. I think the maybe the way I'm gonna teach you this one is building the front end, all the front end first. Yeah, but I mean the thing is, this kind of stuff, CMS like that are really awesome. But the thing is, I try to do something always more customizable. Like I mean, you want to be able to get your Stripe and everything working. So I don't even know if GraphQL CMS have this kind of Stripe integration and thing like that. Yeah. Yeah. So gonna be a good one. But now I need to fix that first. After that, I can start to think about. So if circle. So what I do here, it just, if you say you want a circle, oh shit, I cannot do this like that. So if you want a circle, the style that height gonna equal to the circle, and the style that width gonna equal to the circle. The thing about that is because of the order, I think if you put the radius here, but you... Yeah, no, that's gonna work. I'm gonna try. What that do you? I think it worked. I think it was working. I know it's with Relay, I'm not quite sure. I think they, I use also a really old version of React Native. I don't even think I'm in version 50 yet. I'm thinking also about uploading new code to this one. Like I don't want to quit it because they have a lot of good amount of code. Sorry. But yes, I think it worked. Just let me know if it don't work. I'm gonna try a way to make it working. So example here, you want that to be a circle of 200. Now you see that become the circle height and width of 200. Maybe 400 that's gonna be big. 300. We have something bad. I think it's because of this kind of stuff here. So now if I remove this rows, you see it's per circle now. If I put 200, example, we want a padding inside that of small. They don't touch here, you see? And now you say, oh, I want my element to just be in the center. You just say center, and because of the what happens, center, align item, center, just item. So if you remove both here, now they're gonna come right in the middle. So you can do this like that now. Yeah, no problem. I like that. I'm gonna upload this in the readme. So the readme arrows can receive a circle, we take a number and add, create a circle with the size provided. After that, also what we add is radius, and inside the radius we have put x small, small, base, large, x large. You can take a number, or you can even take a boolean. If true, default is base, but the thing is border radius, like that. I'm gonna just check one thing. So inside my apps, I'm gonna just take my avatar and test. Okay, so example, you want to put this circle, this little circle here. What? To get an image. From React Native, and that works. Yeah. How can I do this? the thing is this image. If I just think if I put flex 1 here, it's gonna work. Okay. Now it don't take the radius. So what I think is, do I need to create a new component called image to get that, or okay, and I think I have another idea. If we put avatar here like that, I'm gonna take the child and I'm gonna transform his element to give you the same size, because I don't like to do this. Like when I have this kind of view like that, I would like my image to have the same kind of design. You see what I mean? Like I want him to have the same height and width and a border radius to just fit inside my box finally, because this box finally gonna be the one who can get the shadow. I think that's gonna be the idea. So inside my box, if I receive something called an avatar, it's a boolean, I'm gonna pass this avatar value to my radius, okay? And this one gonna also need the children. So inside my radius here, I'm gonna receive as a props avatar as a boolean, and also I'm gonna receive a children as a React node. What I'm gonna do, it's here. If avatar and children dot type children dot react dot children. If I pass my children dot type to react only the type, so if equal a box, if equal an image from React Native, so if the type of the children it's an image, I'm gonna need that. Import React as React. If children, so if avatar and the children it's an image, so if it's an avatar and the children it's an image, I'm gonna put the same style to him. And that need to be a circle. So if I do this and I try, no, this is not like that. What I want here, it's returning. That's not gonna work. Okay. So here they check type is undefined to type. So if type string is not assignable, blah blah blah. This thing need to be a React that element with any. And now this what is the error? Children is declared, but its value is never read. Bah, pass it there. Property type is missing in children. Oh, I did that in rows. It's a child. It's any. You just take a child. Okay. Like that. So now if I do this and I pass the new children, my box here like that. So now if I do this and I restart, it's gonna work now. Don't like that. I can change the code later, but boom. So in the example you see finally I want an avatar of 100. You get it like that. So if you want to add bug shadow or thing like that after this, it's your choice. So example here, I saw one of the border number 1, so now he get the border, but the border is not perfect. Okay, another error. What is this error about? I really don't. I see. Don't work either. think I had too much. I think this avatar thing cannot be a good idea. I mean, you can do this. I think it's why this border is not working. If I say not how that worked, the shadow already. Shadow color, offset of opacity. Shadow color black, shadow offset 2, shadow opacity 0.8, and shadow radius example do 13, and we get shadow offset of type number, shadow offset expected on object. A width and a height. No, you can see, we see the shadow now. Don't any problem, it's really the border. And if you don't put avatar, it's a plain circle. If you put style flex 1 here, now that's gonna be a circle with the radius, but yeah. But now if you add avatar, I think I can go with that. Now I think that gives me the idea of the shadow. I forget that. So we should have shadow here. It's gonna be, and I really like the border. And inside the shadow, what we need is this thing here. So for the colors, so shadow color, so I'm gonna just provide some basics. So shadow color, we can just say color black. Shadow offset, I don't know, like 1 and 3 example. Shadow opacity and shadow radius 12, I don't know. I think the way I can cheat. Hey Ivan, how are you? Really long time I didn't see you. Ooh, I have nice shadow in React Native. I think it's React Native element. They have... If I remember, they have shadow. Card. Yeah, so card have a shadow. So I just want to take what is the shadow of the card. Shadow. Okay. So they have a shadow offset 0, 0, shadow opacity 1, and shadow radius 1. So they say 1, 0, 0, so 0 offset, opacity of 1, and radius of 1. And I can maybe create a second one. We can say color black, shadow opacity of 0.6 example, with no offset but a bigger radius of 5. So if I do this, and I push this change, and I change my theme of my library of my test app, now this one gonna receive this shadow, but I didn't do the logic yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create shadow to my box. It's gonna be the same thing almost as the border. So shadow, it's gonna be shadow with a number, shadow util, shadow, if shadow theme shadow, shadow, I should call that shadows, because it's an array. Shadows, shadow, 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 and shadow. Like that. And now inside my box I can receive now another property called shadow. Shadow can be destructuring from that. Now this shadow can get right there after the border. I can just say shadow, and that's gonna be shadow util. Here that's gonna be shadow, and now this shadow can be just passed right there, like that. So now, if I rebuild that, yes, are you doing good? So now here, if I run that, you see I have this bad shadow. But now, inside my app here, I can change this kind of shadow here and just say shadow and say 0 example. And shadow 1, yes. So you can choose the shadow whatever you want to use. So example, everywhere where you want this kind of shadow, you say, hey, I want that inside this box. So this box is gonna have this shadow. And after that, the only thing you need to do, it's adding shadow like you do with the border. You add other kind of shadow, and after that you can just reuse it. So you really create your system of your design system for all this kind of stuff. So I think this thing can be added already to the readme. It's gonna be the same thing as the border, so that's gonna be shadow, a number, give a shadow at index, and avatar, it's a boolean, and if child is one image, we'll put this one in circle, must provide circle props also. Nice. Think I can just put that in my example. BG black. So here I changed my theme, I put radius shadows. Also I changed the box to receive that. I have the radius type. I have this logic which is really bad, but I should change that for sure. So here I can add me to do update this code. After that, my shadow thing is pretty simple here. So yeah, so I also gonna need to change my package, version 9. add shadow props to box plus radius and avatar. So now if I push that, and now I can build this. So my lib now it's 4 kilobyte. My maximum I want to go with 6 kilobytes, so I'm never gonna add more than 6 kilobytes. Don't know if I can do something else too. So yeah. What are you doing now, Ivan? Still playing with crypto or? Okay. So what else can we add? So I think best thing would be to put a better design than this. So to the example, just to show you the power you can do with this. So example, okay. And I remove all that. Or I can keep the basic view. And I'm gonna just take my image. Cons avatar equal. Okay, so now I can delete all that. And the way I see people working with this lib is gonna be like that. Oh yeah? Are you playing with Gatsby or? So we're gonna put a box. I'm gonna say I want beige white and I want the width of 100, okay? So we get nothing. But if I say I want the height of him to be, I don't know, like 50, so it's gonna be 50 pixels. Now we get this right there. I think I'm gonna remove the align item for the flex one here. Now we are like this. So now you can say, okay, so I want, example, my nav to be this kind of height. And inside my nav, I want to get my avatar. And I think I'm gonna change this red to be, I don't know, like purple. I think I have a nice purple. Yeah, okay. So example, what I want is to show an avatar of the user. Like that. Avatar URL. And what I want here, that's gonna be an avatar. A circle is gonna be 50 the side. So just by doing this, we get this right there, okay? As you can see, what I can do also, it's I can put this element to be justify center. By doing this, now you're gonna get there. And also I can just say I want a padding around all my stuff here. It's gonna be padding of small. Also, the thing happened is I think it's too big, so I'm gonna go with 40. Okay, and even here go with 100 the size, maybe less, 90, and I want here to have shadow, and I want the shadow number 1, number 1, like that. So you see, you can play really simple after that. Like example, if we want to have like don't know, like kind of a card stuff here, you can just put, I don't know, like a scroll view. With this scroll view, we can have a box. The box gonna have a height of 200, width of 90%, and I want him for seeing this to have a BG of red. So like that, okay? So now content, container style, align. Okay, what I can have, I'm gonna do this right there. We can have a style. This is inline style, but this stuff go back to the style sheet. So as you can see, when I've created, it's the custom style go there inside the style sheet. So I think it's better than inline style. So here we can just say align self, and I'm gonna say center. So just by doing this, gonna go to the middle. And now after that, what I want to do, it's I want to have a margin for this to be small. Margin bottom top small. After that, I want that to have some radius. I don't gonna put elements, or they're gonna give me the base. If you look here, the base of the radius is this element here, 14, but I'm gonna go with x small. I think it's too much. So x small. After that here, I can have example another box with a text here, say I don't know, like my title. So if I show you this like that, we have the my title inside my box. Now here I can say I want a padding. I want a padding of small. So this padding gonna be the same you use also here at the top. So my title. So here we can say, so first thing here we can say purple light. Purple light. Okay, something like that. An example here, you want this box to have a BG white. You want a height of, I want a height of 10% of each parent. I want a width of 100%. You just do this, you get that. But now the thing is, it's 10% go because of the padding stuff there. So the way you can do this, we can do this, if you want that, it's not adding the padding there. I'm gonna add a shadow here of 1. Here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep the padding. Okay, I'm gonna keep the padding. I'm gonna change the BG to don't have a BG, but my text here gonna have a size of large. I want it to be bold. I don't want a height finally. I want him to be bold. I want him also to have oh yeah, you have it on GitHub or font size? I like them. For the color, I'm gonna say I think my black is not the same black, yeah. So that can be a change I'm gonna need to do. What I mean by that, it's by default the text color. So color util theme color. Yeah, so theme color, and I should do if theme color if theme color, by default we're gonna get the black. Okay, so by default the props, by default we put theme color, and I just say give me black, and what I say it's style, that color is gonna be this black. If color, now I can do this. Now I'm gonna re-upload that. So now my text here gonna receive this by default. So you see now if I remove that, we go with the same black. But now if you see color, I want that, I don't know, like green, you get this right there, perfect. So now like that. Also I want my this to be uppercase. It's bold, uppercase like that, yeah, good. And I'm really bad in colors, so even if I change that to be white, gray light. Gray. Okay, like that. After this example, if I want here a box, and this box I want it to have a rows of 1 and 1. I want to have 2 rows, and I want the direction to be row, and I have here a box with a text say element 1, and I have another one say element 2. Just by doing this we get bold like that. Now what I can do is say here I want that to have a height of, I don't know, like one quarter of this, and here we're gonna have a height of 1/4 of so, like that. After this, here we can have a BG of purple lighter, can be center. My text here can be bold. I don't even think I want to have a background, but just like that. So now here I can do the same, center, bold, like that. Kind of like that. Radius is good. Shadow, it's a bit off. So if we say shadow 0, so finally my shadow 0 don't even work. Shadow 0, it's this stuff. If I at least I put a radius of 2, and now here I see shadow 0. Shadow 0. Oh shit. I know why that break. 0, it's falsy. So if we go to shadow, because it's false C, you see if shadow. I should just see. You see, nice. Now it worked. Perfect. So shadow one, align self center. I think the align self can be good. So just by doing this, so now you see you create your box. So after that you can just and now the beauty of this, it's if you want to just change everything, you go there, you have it all in the same place. Hey Kurdish, yes, that's gonna be the next tutorial. That's gonna be the next tutorial. It's gonna be with Stripe, and I have already the design made by someone on my Discord channel. Example here, if I want another box, I can example take this thing, put that there, add another one, change element to be action, no need to be bold, center. Here I want my box to be a rows of one, each one gonna have the same size, and I want the deer to be row like that, and I want the height of this to be the half like that. Also now I can put a BG, this one I can put a BG, I'm gonna no, if I put a BG that's gonna be there, so I'm gonna go with the gray light. So if I go with gray light everywhere like this, don't like it that much because it's too big here, but here I can put a margin bottom of small. Yep. Now if I remove that, yeah, I think that's gonna be that for now. I think I'm gonna finish this next week. Hope at least it can be used. Hope at least it can be used by some of you. Think that can just help to go faster with your UI. The thing it's like I show you, you have like no limit. You just change here inside the theme, and you're good to go. Like you just change the value you have. Example here, I don't like the spacing. Okay, I don't like this fact that I always use small. You see, it's 16 every time. I don't want 16. I want to change that to be 20, and now all of them gonna be changed. Like you can just always follow your system. The radius, shadow. You have also color, white, spacing. I'm gonna try maybe the spacing for this title. So if I remember, I think it's just spacing. if I remember inside my readme, my text, I say it's size, deco, size, weight, center, letter spacing, ls like that. I get wide. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop that for today. Again, if you want to follow the repo, this is on the description. I hope you enjoy it, and we're gonna talk later. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.